Okay, cool.
Cool.
Easy peasy. Scoot other rubbers. We're gonna be touching knees.
Weird. Welcome to the Accidental Podcast. Today we're going to talk about our new TV that we have set up that we can watch football on, which I'm really excited about. This football season's coming, and I'm excited about it, and Jared just wants to watch us all the time on our new TV. So we're going to have a TV out there for everyone that's interested in football and or watching Jared and I on YouTube. It's going to be out there.
We just only put the podcast on there.
It's just us on repeat.
Force it to have so many views. Yeah. Play it 24/7.
Today our topic is going to be on nutrition. I know it's kind of a broad topic.
It's going to get ranty.
It's going to get... Jared says I ran. I don't know where that came from.
My Instagram videos are me yelling in the car about nutrition, so...
So here we are, two ranty people about nutrition. I wanted to ask you first about your nutrition journey. So like, I guess how it's changed with like age, competition. Just walk us through day one.
Yeah, and feel free to jump in.
Okay.
So if we start back at the very beginning, like I just start getting into the gym, nutrition was awful.
Right.
I didn't know what I was doing. It's you just eat what your family provides you, and they didn't know what they were doing.
Sure.
A lot of people get tricked by marketing and think things are healthy that aren't healthy, or certain quantities are good versus bad and all that, right? Mm-hmm. But when I started training, I was 115 pounds at 5'8".
Right.
Super skinny, not healthy, like it was bad. So at that point, it was just eating more, trying to, within the confines of not a super well-off family.
Right. But just get food in you, kind of deal.
Just get what you can.
Yeah.
So it started with that, and that basically runs me all the way up until I'm like 22.
Oh, damn.
Of just try to eat more and eat more and eat more.
Have you been around that same weight the whole time, roughly? Like, did you go through any...
gained like 10 pounds per year. So like 17 to 18, I was up to like 125 and then 135. I ended, like when I was 20, 21, I was like 155 to 165, just depending. I also started working with my dad in an auto shop. So that's a lot of labor. And then I would try to get some type of training in on the weekend. So I was just go all the time. And like, I would make my own ginormous trail mix and just eat that all day. I would go through probably like 3 pounds of trail mix in 5 days. Yeah. And I didn't gain a pound. No. Not one.
I can imagine now.
You try the whole like 1 liter of chocolate milk thing each day type of thing as well. I'm lactose intolerant. That was not my best plan. But still, like, even
no wonder you can gain weight. You're fucking think you're making your body a laxative.
Stupid bro tricks of the past of like just this is how you gain weight.
Yes.
I did nothing. I was just doing too much. I ended up leaving that job, different jobs here in town. But when I started coaching, and I started trying to become a coach, is when I really changed everything. I was still about 165 at that time. I was also working at Domino's. And I pretty much only did closing shifts. Yeah. And you get a free medium pizza, or at least you did at the time. It's not a rule anymore, which is lame. But so I would eat a whole medium pizza to myself like every single day. Yeah. On top of everything else that I was normally eating. And I was finally able to get up to like 170-ish. 170, 175. That's also the same time as when I started competing, which was perfect. I just fit right into U80. I didn't have to cut. I was just eat more, fueled properly all the time. Everything was great. Right after that first year where I just stayed like 175 the entire year, pretty much doing that same strategy. I stopped working at Domino's at some point, but just started having other fast food because it's easy to get it in. Right. The rest of my diet was pretty basic. Eggs, oats, just lots of peanut butter, right? Just the higher calorie things. Nothing too special to talk about in that time frame.
Right.
What really changed was after that first year, when I needed to bulk up to start prepping for the next year, and I actually had a coach guiding me, telling me how to get better, how to do things. So we took a much more serious off season, and I got up to 190, and that was the heaviest I'd ever been. From then, we start actually focusing on performance diets, and this is when I started crafting the way that I actually coach people in nutrition now.
So then when you started with this coach, your guys' goal as far as like the client coach relationship was him trying to get you just to gain weight?
He wasn't guiding me. He wasn't my nutrition coach.
Oh, okay.
He was just like, this is your objective. Like, get to X weight by X day and then hold it for this long and then drop back down.
So then what changed based off of like the diet you were doing to that one?
I actually started like properly calculating everything that I was eating to see why I was the weight that I was. And I found out that while I had a sufficient amount of calories to hold that 185, 190-ish weight, the macro balance was whack as shit. I was having 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, just the standard.
Yeah.
But I was only having like 50 grams of carbs.
Right.
Everything else was just fat.
Right.
And that's a big issue of why I struggled to bulk so much, because I just felt like shit.
Right.
All the time. It was horrendous.
Right.
So I was like, I feel so much better when I'm lighter because I'm not eating like 300 grams of fat every day.
Right, yeah.
So we start to play with the macros, and I started to do more reading on how athletes actually fuel, what the proper ranges are, what the safe ranges are for you to drop everything, how to maximize your performance while cutting, while bulking, while maintaining. And I fully flipped everything in my diet, plus increased the calories by like 2,000.
Right.
So it went from, the protein stayed the same the whole time.
Right.
But it went from like 300 grams of fat all the way down to like 60.
Right.
Carbs went from their 50 all the way up to like 450.
Right.
Right. Just a huge 180 flip. And that dramatically improved my performance. I also started to gain muscle way faster. And I don't know if there's any grounding thoughts in this or if there's any actual research on it. But when you don't fuel yourself properly and you just push and you push and you push and you grind for like, at that point it was coming up like 7 years of training, and you finally fuel yourself properly, everything just kind of explodes.
Yeah.
Like fully 100% natty at the time, but people are like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Why did your shoulders just get so big?
Right.
I like to believe that it's because I finally fueled my body properly, so it was just like, okay, have that.
Right.
We don't need to struggle anymore.
Strength was going up.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything just went up really fast.
Right. Yeah.
Like, alarmingly fast.
Yeah.
And
it was like, you've been doing this incorrectly for so long that we're like, it was like,
yeah,
thank you, finally. And then
I also started to work on my sleep a little bit at the time too.
Yeah.
So like better sleep, better nutrition, consistent nutrition, big thing too.
And those things all go hand in hand too. Like you're probably sleeping better because you're eating better, vice versa. Like, so all those things are.
So everything just went up a level, and my body responded ridiculously well to all of that.
And how many years ago would you say you made that change?
That was early parts of 2024.
Okay.
So like very late 2023, early 2024.
Cool.
I started to make that flip. And yeah, everything just like blew up. There were some clients that are like, all right, you're going to tell me when you started gear?
Yeah.
Like at that point, I didn't do anything. I was fully 100% natty, nothing to even consider there.
Right.
That's mostly how my diet's been since. Mm-hmm. I do a lot of meal prepping. I plan everything out. Every macro and calorie is accounted for to fit this mold that I've crafted that's given me and all of my clients so much better results.
Right. Especially when you feel that difference. You're like, I want you to feel that difference.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's one of those things that if you could just put it into like all of it really into just like a jar and have someone just drink it. Like, it's just
That'd be
like
so easy.
Yeah, it'd be so
Instead,
fucking awesome.
we put it in a slow cooker because
Yeah.
that's just as easy.
Nice, good metaphor. The so then right now, so you're obviously, as you said, doing the same thing that you are now.
Yeah.
Do your macros and calories, do all those things change closer or farther away from competition for you, or are they about the same?
It depends.
Yeah.
So with my last off season,
Yeah.
I was supposed to bulk up to 195, 200 again, right? That's a safe range to be in for U80 to cut back down.
Right.
You just lose 10 pounds, you water cut the rest. It's simple.
Right.
I overshot.
Yeah.
I was up at 210. I was up at 210, and then the competition that I had, it got scheduled incorrectly. So I thought it was like almost a month later than it was.
Yeah.
So I had to go from 210 to 175 in like 2.5 months.
Oh shit.
So those calories were fucked.
Yeah.
And I have a whole like almost daily rant on Instagram of me talking about all the issues that I'm going through and having with this really extreme cut.
Is that the one that you had to do that big water cut for too? Is it that?
That one did need a water cut, but it wasn't ginormous.
Okay.
That was the next one.
Okay. So the next one was a bigger water cut, but this
Yeah.
one was a longer dieting process.
Yeah.
Or
so
harder dieting process,
Yeah.
I should say.
I overshot, and then I had to cut really extremely, like 2.5 pounds per week type of thing. Mm-hmm. And then still do like a 15-pound water cut after. The rebound from that was horrific. And that's why I needed to do that ginormous water cut. Because I rebounded all the way back up to like 205 in like 3 days.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
And it just stayed.
Right.
I went back down to my cutting calories of like 1,800, and I didn't lose a pound.
Right.
For like 3 weeks. So it was, nothing came off. My body was just pissed.
Right.
So we just said, fuck it. We'll go to what maintenance should be and just do a huge water cut because I wanted to qualify for provincials as early as possible. In that time frame, all of my calories and macros were not normal. They were screwed. Like, protein always stays the same,
Yeah.
but the fats were low. The carbs were also super low just because at some point the calories have to come from somewhere. Mm-hmm. You can't take the protein away because you need to keep the muscle to be strong at the light weight.
Sure.
It's balanced back out now. So when I'm cutting, fats come down to like 45 or 50 at the most. Mm-hmm. Protein, I like to try to get it just over 200. Mm-hmm. And then the rest is carbs. Right now it's like 125 grams, which that's not much, but you do what you have to do.
Yeah.
When I'm maintaining or bulking, I put the fats up closer to 100. Protein pulls back a little bit to usually be in alignment with what weight I want to be. So I'll usually have it at like 195. Mm-hmm. And then everything else is carbs. So if I'm maintaining, it's like 200, 250.
Right.
If I'm trying to bulk, it goes up to 350, 400, 450, somewhere
Where those ranges
in
are.
that range.
Right.
So right now it's normal for what I do for cutting. And that's the first time it's been normal all year.
Yeah.
So.
And then you're going to
yeah.
try maintaining on that for really as long as...
Yeah, so like provincials is in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So I need to keep cutting down a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm 194 right now. I'd like to be 190 a week out from comp. Mm-hmm. So then it's just a 15-pound water cut.
Right.
Which is doable. They still suck, but
Yeah.
it's doable.
It's doable. You just...
Yeah. And then,
suffering for a shorter amount of time is always easier.
yeah. The hard limit's like 25, 27. Like, you go past that,
Yeah.
getting liver damage.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, 15 pounds is actually like...
Yeah.
And you can gain that back pretty... Like, when you refuel the next day, because you guys get the same thing as powerlifting, you get 24 hours
Yeah.
as well. So what's your like, how much do you try to gain or have you gained in a 24-hour?
All of it.
Oh, okay. So about like 15
Yeah,
plus
I'll
pounds?
try to get higher
Yeah.
if I can, but at least the exact same that I lost.
What's the highest you've ever got? One that you were like, damn, yeah.
Well, with the 25-pound water cut, I shot up 28 pounds that day.
Nice. Yeah.
And then by the next day, I was up 30 or something. I don't remember the exact number.
Yeah.
It's on Instagram for anybody that really cares and wants to fact check me. But like,
Fact check you.
yeah, it was like
It was 30.6.
33.7. Yeah.
That's a good shot.
But that felt awful.
Did it? Okay. Yeah.
It was terrible. Like, that caused me so much distress. I had like heartburn, acid reflux for 2.5 weeks after that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was bloated that entire time. It was awful.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. And I had to drive for like 7 hours right after that too.
Oh my
Like,
God.
you're sitting there dying.
Oh, fuck, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, so many pit stops on the way. That's...
Yeah.
And then right now with what you're doing for your nutrition, you feel good, obviously, off of it. Like, your training feels good and like...
As good as it can while you're in a 800 calorie deficit.
Do you schedule, like... I don't call them cheat meals. I just call them, like, rewards, or, like... Do you schedule any of those things?
Yes and no. So I strictly meal prep for 6 days.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, I will keep within the calorie range, but I will go and have something different for dinner.
I see.
Breakfast and lunch usually stays pretty much the same. The snacks will stay the same. I might just like flip-flop the order depending on how the random weekend day looks.
Right.
But I'll go and do something different for dinner.
What would be your top choice?
Have you been to Pita Land?
No.
Dude, it's so good.
I was not expecting you to say pita land, and I don't know why.
Well, it's...
I guess if he was like...
the right balance between this tastes fantastic and is different,
Yeah.
and isn't a million calories.
Sure.
Because otherwise I don't get to eat as much, right? Because I'm not going to go over the calories by much. I'll go up to maintenance at most.
Right.
But that's still like, you're not going to go and crush a pizza.
Right.
That's like 3,000 calories gone.
Right. It's still like within a reasonable amount.
Yeah,
and
so you get like 2 big shawarmas for like 1,200 calories.
So what's in these? So
it's just your typical like chicken or beef, different sauces, hummus, vegetables. Like, it's just a fancy wrap essentially.
Okay, I'll go try one on my next way out. Okay, so beef, chicken, get some hummus in there and stuff that shit full. Okay, cool. So it's like a less
Subway,
less
but
trashy
way better.
Subway.
Yeah.
Except for Subway cookies.
Like Subway, but not made by white people. So it tastes good.
So it tastes good.
I will stand on that. A hill I will die on.
It's true. The little white girl at Subway on her first job doesn't give a shit about your food and you.
No.
She's like, I think this is chicken, and
it might be
why
chicken.
is it so white though? Why is this chicken breast so white? Then you just Sharpied grill marks on it.
Yeah, we bleach our chicken.
Yeah. But why is this so white? White as the workers at Subway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's cool.
How has your nutrition journey looked?
Oh, man.
So mine has only been get bigger.
Yeah.
It's never really been get down other than overbulking.
Right. Mine is a little bit more of like maybe a roller coaster, which is like me. So here, hop on. So when I first started like at the gym, I had this conversation last time we were here of like just kind of researching through like different magazines and stuff like that. And I was going like the gym part I had down as far as loving to be there. But I didn't understand the battle in my head of like nutrition and still just wanting to be a skinny teenager. Like, I didn't know that difference. And so trying to kind of figure it all out, I'm like, okay, well, in Oxygen magazine, the calories are still super low at the time of what a woman should have, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, okay, that's like, this girl says you should be eating like 1,200 calories. So if I'm like wanting to be skinnier still, I should probably be eating like 500. And I was like, okay, well, if I should be eating like 500 and I want to be like, I should run more, and then I should probably lower that again. Like, it was a really weird battle in my head, which, based off of like the emotions I was also going through, and we grew up really poor. So my food was already really like limited.
I feel that.
Right. But even with the times that we did have it, eventually like I just like said fuck it and just became like bulimic, like full on, like 4 years. Everything I ate was like, I could eat an apple before the gym. I would run so hard and then go force myself to throw up. And sorry, shout out to the Y for using your bathroom a lot to throw up. I apologize.
You get an email, they're like, it was you.
It was you. Yeah. Like, bitch. So it was like 4 years straight of like, no matter what it was, I would eat it and then just like force myself to throw up. A lot of people didn't know. Actually, nobody knew. That's not true. Not one person knew. And I did that for 4 years. And then eventually, like it was like hard for me to just like swallow in general, because like I had so much like acid from like throwing up consistently. And so yeah, I did that for 4 years. I'd go like, I played sports and I'd go to the gym and just like everything. Like I would read all these magazines, but I didn't have that like that logic to be like, you want to put on muscle, but you also want to be skinny. It was just like, there was no logical ground for that. And mind you, I'm like 13 years old. So like, come on, like, there's no logic there.
Yes.
And
the marketing lies.
Yeah, like I'm 33 and I barely have enough logic. But so anyways, I'm like having this like kind of battle with it. I don't tell anybody about it. And then when I started at the Fit Center, so as a trainer there, I started as a receptionist at the Fit Center. And when I saw everybody doing their shows, I was like, can I do that? And obviously they didn't know I was bulimic at the time. Because my body at that time, because I'd been throwing up for so long, that it just got harder to throw up, and then it would just kind of like hang on to everything. So like my body just kind of looked like, upon reflection, I hold a lot in my cheeks, like I just always have. So I didn't look unhealthy. Like the lowest I got was 90 pounds. But I always just had cheeks. So you couldn't really tell that.
Sleeper build, but for bulimic.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I hold this shit all in here. Like, it still looks like I have food in them. So it was one of those things that like nobody could tell, right?
Yeah.
And then at the gym, I saw all these photos and they were like, yeah, you can do one. Like, I'm about 17 at the time. 16? Fuck, I can't remember. Because I did my first show at 18. So I was 17. And they were like, sure. So then I get a meal plan from them. It's about 1,850 calories, which is a great way to start.
Like
but
6 times what you've been eating.
But 6 times, yeah. So it's like got everything on it. It's got like, fruit. It's got protein. It's got like, it's covered. It's a really well done meal plan. And I just fucking gained weight like that.
Yeah.
And they like obviously couldn't figure it out why that was happening.
Did you tell them at some point, or
no? The one person I did tell told me being bulimic wasn't a big deal, so I never told anybody after that,
bro.
And so,
oh my god,
so I told one person, and then I was like, okay, it's whatever, this is on me. So even during my first show, I was 18, but I wasn't as lean as I could have been, because by the end, getting ready for show, I was still like at about that 500 to 800 calorie mark, because they just couldn't get me to drop weight. And that's not their fault. They're like, doing the typical like, oh, she's eating 1,850, okay, she's not losing weight, drop it by 2, okay, she's not losing weight, drop it. Like, they're doing what they think is necessary to get me ready for stage.
Yeah.
And as everybody knows that's on a bodybuilding show, you're not looking at a healthy, maintainable amount for calories in the first place, right? So, and I'm doing like fucking hours and hours of cardio, and I'm just not able to drop weight.
Yeah.
I still do my show. Like I said, I don't have as much muscle then as I do now. I'm not as lean then as I am now. Like those kind of things. That just came with time and age and getting my body in a better spot. But it gave me a purpose. It gave me some sort of like control aspect, and that was what I felt like I needed during when I was bulimic. It's like the thing that like there's certain areas in my life that I couldn't control, that the dysfunction I didn't like, but I could control this. I could control how much I went to the gym, and I could control what I put in how I get food out, I guess technically at that point.
Yeah.
And so the purpose of that meal plan, it at least forced me to eat. It forced me to eat stuff. Like even though I had to get my my calories back down, at least I was eating. And at least I was getting an understanding of like, okay, you want this to be a part of your life, you have to start like doing this.
Yeah.
So it gave me a reason. I did around that time, was it a year later? About a year later, I checked myself into like this eating disorder clinic because I was like, am I now using a different distraction for what's going on of why I wanted to do this? Like once I started following their meal plan, I wasn't throwing up still.
Yeah.
I was just like gaining weight because I was eating finally. So then I checked myself into an eating disorder clinic, and I had not a positive experience in it because they're like, and maybe it's different now. Maybe it was the person I had or whatever. I'm not saying all eating disorder clinics are bad, but my experience wasn't good.
Okay.
Because they told us that you just had to eat to feel full and then you'd stop. And I was like, but we don't know what that is. Like, I didn't know what that full feeling was. I was like, if I got to that point of feeling full, I'd feel fat and I'd go throw up. Like, it just wasn't...
Yeah, that feels like not the correct advice.
It's not you can't tell somebody that has an eating disorder to eat until you feel satisfied or to eat until you feel full, because we don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's not a thing for you.
It's not a thing. And I remember then explaining like my meal plan at that time, where I was like, I don't like it anymore, but I was having yogurt at the time, and I was having fruit, and I was having like protein. I was like, it was a very well balanced meal. So then I was going back into that maintenance, trying to find that maintenance calories. And I was like, this is what I'm looking at. And it was giving me an understanding of like, it was giving me a better understanding of nutrition based off of communication with people that were willing to help me. They still didn't know that I, like my years of being bulimic, but I didn't want, at that time, my logic was I didn't want to bother them with the emotional problems I had. And I still have a little bit of that, of like, I don't like to be a burden on somebody. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I got this shit. But at that time, in my head, that's how I translated it, was like, obviously on reflection now, being a coach, I'm like, oh, you should like, I would want a client to tell me, and like, you know, I would want to have that conversation because
it's not a bother. It's literally their job.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to help you with it. And if I could be the person to help you with it, fucking let's party. At that time, my logic was, I'm not going to bother somebody with my own problems.
Yeah.
And so anyways, at this eating disorder clinic, and they were explaining that they don't want us on nutrition plans. And I'm like, so if I could go and eat McDonald's 3 times today, that would be okay. They're like, yeah, as long as you're eating. So I didn't like that either, because I'm like, I'd go, if I went and ate whatever, I'd feel shittier, and it's not giving me any information. It's not giving me like an understanding of what your body needs. If you told me right now, you being in like good shape and being healthy, if you were like, I'm eating McDonald's every day, 3 times a day for the rest of my life, I'd be like, Jerry, get your shit together. Like, what are you doing? Like, we have like, why?
Some Sam Sulek diet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then you'd be the fucking loudest mouth breather on the internet. I'm like, why do you yawn so much? Stop yawning. And so then I didn't like that part of it because I was like, we should be educating people on nutrition. Like, even fucking teaching us, goddamn, like, I don't 100% agree with it as people shouldn't, but fucking teach us the Canadian Food Guide, for God's sake. Like, teach us something.
Something.
As opposed to being like, eat till you're satisfied and just go eat. Like, that's not information. That's like being like, fucking go figure it out. And then when we had this next exercise where we would go and everyone in the room would say essentially why they are the way, why they have this eating disorder. So someone would be like, so-and-so called me fat. So-and-so like used to like tell me I looked like a whale. Like, it was always comments around the room of what somebody had said and why it caused this person their eating disorder.
Yeah.
And I was listening to it and I was like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want somebody to tell me something and it dictate how I choose to treat myself. I want someone to be like, I don't like the way you look, and me be like, that's okay, and then just move on. I had some like comments that were said to me of I could have sat there and been like, oh, I didn't like the way this person said this and this is why I'm bulimic. Because the person that told me I was fat isn't thinking about that comment still. It's me thinking about it.
Yeah.
They don't fucking care anymore.
They probably don't even remember.
They probably don't remember saying it to me. And so I was like, I don't want to have someone else to have that much power over me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, you're going to teach yourself to have that. Have a little bit more of like, if someone calls you fat, be like, just let it bounce off you. Don't let it like make you suffer because of their words. And
at any point were you actually fat?
When I was like in grade like 3, I was
That
pretty
doesn't count.
I was pretty chubby, but I was I used to be adorable. Like, goddamn, I was cute. I should fucking be inserting photos in this goddamn thing. I was adorable. I was so cute. And then like grade like
photos in the reels.
yeah, I think grade like 3 or 4 hit, and it just went, and then I never recovered. But man, up until like grade 3, I was adorable. So I was like a little bit chubbier. But I was a kid and I was cute and whatever. But there was no actual point where I was like, okay, like I would be considered fat.
Yeah.
But I did have people call me fat or chubby or all those things. And they did call me fat even when I was like 100 pounds, like that kind of thing. So I do remember them, but it doesn't make me like feel anything. Yeah. It's just like, oh, this happened. It's just a memory. It's just like a conversation. And I felt so bad for these people in this room being like, this person called me fat, and it's still like haunting them.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, you, like, that's not going to be you. So then I started working on that. And then I started changing my logic to like, if people, you're hiring coaches or whatever, and they tell you like you need to gain or lose weight based off what you're trying to do, it's just information.
Yeah.
So I'll finish my bodybuilding story. So I ended up getting like, doing show after show, not fucking dropping weight because my metabolism is just ruined. And so after my last competition, I was doing an aggressive amount of cardio, like hours and hours every day. Like just any chance I got, just had to do cardio to just try to get this weight off. I'm eating like 500 calories every day, like just ridiculous. And my body is not dropping weight. That was after that competition where they said like, you're too small, which I was because I was just too skinny. I was just too small. And so then that's when I got into powerlifting. So after that last competition, I was like, hey, you just need to just like eat, just like work on eating. So I did. So I like, if anyone that knows me knows I love MyFitnessPal because numbers are just information. Yeah. Like that's all they are. Nothing like I could weigh myself and repeat what I weigh. This morning I weighed what did I weigh this morning? 140.8. Like it's just information. And like my weight fluctuates now between like now it's about 139 to like 143, that's kind of the area. But it's just information. And that's what MyFitnessPal is to me, because I have such a wild appetite that I can just, if I just eat, I can be at such a high caloric intake that my body just doesn't need it, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm just eating, I can just eat because I'm just hungry all the time, which is great. It's a great way to like feel like that. Like, if you go to bed just a little bit hungry, I'm like, okay, I feel good.
I find it kind of annoying.
Yeah?
I was never hungry until I bulked real aggressively from the 170, 180 to 210.
Yeah.
That was like force feeding.
Right.
To get there. And after that, my appetite's it's fucked.
It really
I can
is.
just like eat all the time now.
Just eat.
The feeling of full doesn't really exist anymore.
No, that's a real thing where you're just like, I could easily dummy like 7,000 calories.
Yeah, so like it used to be like stop the bulk, eat intuitively.
Yeah.
And I would go back down to like 180.
Right.
It'd be easy.
Yeah.
That's not a thing anymore.
That's not a thing anymore. No. And I think like obviously there's different like reasons for that as we get older, and like the more muscle we put on and all that shit too, and like the harder we train, like there's all those things that like come into play. But so then for my first powerlifting meet, I believe I got up to because I was in IPF at the time, so I believe I was around 155. I think that's where my weight was. It was either 155 or 158. It was somewhere around there.
How long did it take you to get up there?
Not long. Like 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was just like, I felt so damn good because I was just like training heavy. I had a purpose. I was like, eating was just like to train better.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, oh, this is your purpose. You eat better, you feel better, you train better, you're happy. It was just a great cycle.
Yeah.
And so again, I put that weight on and then competed. I felt great. I was around that same weight area for the IPF because I competed in there for a couple of years. And then I started changing to a different federation, the WRPF, and then APF. They all have the same weight classes. So like I did, my first meet back in competing was in Ohio. And my weight at that time, my weight class was 148, so I was 147. So I was at kind of the top of the weight class there. And then from there, I did the 165 weight class back down to 148. So I could mess around with those weight classes.
Yeah.
And it was fine. My coach at the time told me I should go up to the next weight class. And so I could try to get like a heavier deadlift, heavier squat. As everyone knows, like weight moves weight, but that's a whole other separate conversation based off of now, especially these people that are like shredded and able to like lift really impressive weight. Like
totally.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. So that's a whole separate conversation, but that was part of like my non-negotiables. I was like 165 was already like kind of uncomfortable for me to be at. So I was like, I had this thought of where I'm like, I will do anything possible to be stronger, but I have non-negotiables, as everyone does.
Yeah.
There's something that is stopping you, because I was like, well, I'm already pushing my level of discomfort at this weight class. I don't really feel that great. I'm happy with what I lifted, and that's great, and it's done. So would have I lifted more at the heavier weight class? Maybe not though. Maybe it would have still been close to the 165s. Like, we don't know how my body would have responded to it.
Yeah.
And I'll never know because I'm not planning on doing that. That's, like I said, just one of my non-negotiables. And ever since the bodybuilding stage, I don't want to say bodybuilding was the issue of why I couldn't fix things. My past issues were the main problem, and then bodybuilding just wasn't in a place in my life at that time in order to fix both problems, because like I didn't have enough muscle. It was really hard for me to lose weight, and there was just like, it gave me a great purpose, and it gave me a great like way to pivot
Yeah.
from being like just throw up anything at any possible time to like, I would say now where I'm currently at, I have the best place of nutrition. Like I meal prep every day, same as you. Like when I go home after work, when I'm eating dinner, chicken's in the air fryer, like, and we went to the grocery store, you could pick out the same foods that I would have. I can eat the same fucking thing and I'm fine. I still weigh and measure. I hate eyeballing shit. It's not my jam. I'm not good at it. You would think I would for so many years, but I'm like, it has to go on a plate anyways. Fucking put it on the scale first and then put it on a plate. It's not that big of a deal. For me, it's not that big of a deal. And I think it's because I like every possible thing I can control so that when I make the next change, I know everything. I'm as honest with myself as I possibly can. Like my boyfriend and friends were making fun of me because we just went to a festival and one of my friends was like, nobody tracks at a festival, and Graham's like, she does. Like
full scale out of your back
pocket. Yeah,
pocket.
exactly. Yeah. But it's okay with me. Like I would say I also have a healthy relationship on where if I'm deciding I'm going for pizza, I've decided I'm going for pizza. It's not based off of like someone telling me I'm lame for not having pizza. It's because I think a lot of the time too, when people get that peer pressure to eat whatever and whenever they want, they automatically feel bad. And I don't.
That's fair.
And I don't feel like treats should be something you should feel bad about because it's just food.
Yeah.
And I think like, so when I'm have that idea of where I'm like, oh, it's like a treat, we're going for pizza and I don't have it like scheduled. Like it's not like every week I get this. It's like, oh, in 3 weeks I know we're going to Vancouver, so I'm going to go to this like sandwich shop and I'm going to have a sandwich from there. So it's like kind of like almost like a birthday or almost like a celebration of something.
Okay.
But it's not like my whole day isn't a write-off then. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to like look forward to having this pizza or this sandwich, but I'll just make sure I keep my like proteins higher, something like that. Because if you go out, obviously your protein isn't going to be as high, right? Fats are going to be higher, even if it's not like advertised. Everyone knows fats are going to be higher. It's cooked in oil, it's cooked in butter. There's a reason broccoli at a restaurant tastes better than it does at home. And so, but I don't have this like, I also have a very good ability of if there's a box of cookies at home, I'm not in the like, I won't go eat them just because they're there. I've always been really good at that.
I'm not good at that.
and it's like one of those things that like it's, a lot of people aren't. It's not one of those things where I'm like, oh, you have to like test yourself to see if you are good at it. I'm just good at it.
That's lucky you.
Yeah, I'm just good at it.
I have to finish 4 English muffins that are in the freezer because they're not in next week's meal plan. I know I'll just eat them anyway.
So you're just getting right,
I have to eat them this weekend.
They're there. But it's also one of those things that when I decide to do something, I'm pretty in, right? So if I decided I'm going to eat the cookie at home, it's on my terms, not based on the fact that it's like sitting there, I guess.
Yeah.
And also like really good at, not to say maybe my support system is good now. I don't know if it's like strictly just the people I'm around or if like my mindset is better and it's like made the people around me more understanding. However, and whatever we want to look at that like, but if someone really cares about like you and your goals, they don't fucking care about what it is you're eating. If they're cooking for you, and the amount of people that like going to like my boyfriend's place for dinner or like my boyfriend's parents' place for dinner or like my friend's place for dinner, they're very like, I'm going to make this. Is that cool with you? Or they'll make like a separate like little option for me. Or they'll be like, oh, we're having like tacos. Are you cool with like tacos? Like there's options for me.
Yeah. Which
I think is very, very nice. And even like when my grandma was alive, she's like hardcore Italian. So, and like she was a fucking incredible cook. And when I would be getting ready for like shows or whatever, she would just make me chicken and broccoli. It like killed her to do that because she's like, you know, I want to feed you like lasagna and stuff. But the people that care about you care about you. Yeah. So she didn't care about the fact of what I was eating. She just wanted to cook for me. That was her thing at the time. And even like if we're going out for food with friends, you can order chicken. I can order chicken and salad anywhere, unless it's a meal that I've decided that I want to have something a little bit more of a treat for. There's a separation of the two. It depending on where and what I'm training for, what my mindset is at the time. It's just because you go out doesn't mean you have to eat something bad, and or a treat or whatever. And especially now where there's like healthy options anywhere, even your treat of like pita land isn't the heaviest or the worst thing to have, right? Like it's, and so I think now especially I just feel so good with how I feel my body that I'm like, okay, well, just because you're out doesn't mean you have to like have something on the shittier side of the spectrum. I hate saying like shittier bad foods because like
lower quality side of the spectrum.
That's a nicer way to look at it. Yeah. And so my maintenance calories are about 3,000. I've been
lucky.
I know. I'm like, I don't want to brag to you about that. So if I want to maintain at my 148 mark, about 3,000 calories. Right now, I've been losing weight and I got to the 139. I would really like to do the 132 weight class for powerlifting next.
Yeah.
And I sit at 2,500 calories on training days. And then on non-training days, I'm 18.
I've tried the whole fluctuating thing.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
No.
I don't know. I can't get into it. I feel so much worse on training days.
Oh, interesting.
I just need it to be steady.
The same.
So right now I'm running 1850 straight through.
And then just every day.
Every day.
That's interesting. I think do you have an appetite when you don't train?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. See, I don't. On training, like on rest days?
I do now. How about that? I didn't used to.
Right.
But I do now. So it's just kind of constant. Everything, I can't do the whole I'm going to track as I go MyFitnessPal thing.
Right.
It's just scheduled and planned ahead.
Right.
So I know what I'm allowed to eat and I can spread it out throughout the day accordingly.
Right.
If it's guesswork, it's never accurate.
Right.
It's always over.
Yeah.
Right? You're like,
guesswork
I could
is always
probably
over.
do this, and then you track it and you're like, fuck.
Isn't that the worst?
Not good.
No.
I'm like, but I already put it on the bread. Like, it's just bad.
It's so shitty. I'm like, no matter how long I'll party with this, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter is still just not 1 tablespoon of peanut butter.
Have you ever cut so hard that a tablespoon of peanut butter is like, it almost makes you cry? It's so good.
It's so
compared
good.
to everything else that you're allowed to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. Where you're like, is this so much
heaven?
sweeter? Yeah. And then you lick it like a dog for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I would just tablespoon, level it off, and just eat that. Don't even put it on anything.
Just raw dog it.
That was the treat. That was all I could manage.
Yeah. I do remember that. I remember after one of my bodybuilding shows having a piece of fruit and being like, I can taste all the sugar. This is so good.
Carrots can be sweet.
Yeah. Red pepper. And you're like, you're like, what the fuck?
I didn't know there was sugar in a cucumber.
Yeah. This made me think of it back in like my bodybuilding days. You've always thinking like the dumb shit you used to do. I used to take slight like cucumber and dip it in Splenda, so it was like fun dip when I would crave something sweet.
That's not a bad idea.
It's like, you know what this vegetable needs? Chemicals,
artificial sweeteners makes it taste better.
I look at the world and surfaces of where I can snort Splenda off of. Like I was in.
Catch me doing that later today. I'm gonna see what it tastes like.
It's something.
It's probably delicious.
It was so delicious at the time. It really was. And it feels like, even like now with like the slower, because I'm trying to lose this weight slower to the 132. And like I said, I feel good at like 2,500 calories is good. Yeah. Like I don't feel starving. I feel good off of 25. I can still train hard. I can still like, it hasn't got to the point of where it's like, oh shit, now you got to try. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get that.
And
I'm kind of in the same range too. It's like
Yeah.
2,500 is easy to live on.
Mm-hmm.
2,000 isn't so bad.
Yeah.
It just sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause things just, you just can't quite have everything that you want.
Yes.
And anything less than that, it's just...
It's garbage.
Just like, is this temporary? Is this temporary?
I
Is this
remember when I was
temporary?
eating like 1,600 calories again, and I was like, am I dying? Like,
Yeah,
so
the answer is
dramatic.
yes.
And I was like, bitch, you used to eat like 500 calories and do like quadruple the amount of cardio every
Yeah,
day.
but you're jacked now.
But now I'm jacked.
different.
Now I'm jacked. But, and it's just like, it's interesting of like, I empathize with anyone going through like an eating disorder because it fucking sucks.
Oh,
It
yeah.
sucks to have something like negatively control your life so often. And it was interesting of like, there were points a lot in my life of where if I felt guilty about something,
Yeah.
that feeling of wanting to like make myself throw up would like come back. And it was a very like, when it first happened, I was like, oh shit, that's weird. Like, it was like a very, like, it felt like I was like 13 again.
Yeah.
It was, and I understand when people feel bad, they already feel that kind of like nauseous feeling, or you feel like unsettled, or, you know, but this was like, you have to go like do something about it right now. And it was a very weird like sensation. Even now, like if I get like sick or something and I have to throw up, it's like, I fucking hate it. Cause I'm just like, oh, goddamn. Like, and I try everything in my power to like let it chill out, but I still have like I get car sick.
Oh,
and so I
yeah.
get car sick, all that, and I get like during, as women know, during Shark Week, I get nauseous feeling and stuff like that. But like, it's definitely, and even then I'm like, oh man, I don't want to. But then like, you know, shit happens where you're like, okay, this is different. It's not you going back to like the person you were. It's just like unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah.
Or like,
This isn't a choice. This is just a natural function.
it's just a
time.
natural function, and it sucks, and I hate it. But I was like, sometimes when it happens with like last time I was car sick, and I was like, God, I hate feeling this way. And then I was like, it makes me think where I'm like, you intentionally were trying to make yourself feel like this every single day.
Yeah.
And it was so weird to think about now, especially because now I just have such a like appreciation for food. Like the fact that we're so fortunate to be able to have like so many things at our fingertips, that we have the ability to treat our bodies like so well. And I think that's where like the eating healthy thing is just like, so many places don't get that option, and we have that option.
Yeah, food deserts and all that.
Yeah, and I'm like, we got this shit. Like, it's so fucking awesome. And I mean, I think for me too, it's like I have, despite what anyone believes in, I believe I have this one life, and so I want to treat my body as well as it deserves to be treated, and like train as hard as I want and eat like those kind of things, because I'm like, well, I feel like this is all I got. Like,
I wouldn't say I fully believe in it. I like to think about reincarnation sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, this time I'm just going to be the strongest one of all of the lifetimes.
you think in your reincarnation you're gonna come back as just like stronger you?
That, or it's like this time. This time's the one where I'm going to be the strongest.
The
Like,
strongest.
I'm going to the fucking top.
I hope I come back as like, if it is, I hope I come back as like a sloth or something. I would love to come back as a sloth. They're slow. They got a strong fucking grip. They could crush a hand with that grip, but they're like slow.
And don't they kill a shocking amount of people every year?
Yeah, they're like unassuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're dead because they got fucking knives for fingers.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah. So it's like a little bit of a better me, but a sloth. But a sloth.
You just want knife fingers.
I don't want a strong crushing grip. I'm going to take a human's hand and just crush it. I do have a strong handshake now, so I think this is like the next version of me is just a sloth.
You're just building up to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Prepping for that next
Prepping
lifetime.
for it. I had a question about like, now not us, but with like clients, general population, what do you think is like, where do you think people, I don't want to say mess up, but like aren't the best with their nutrition?
I think most people are just unaware.
Yeah.
And they don't know. I'm not going to say that everybody's lying to themselves, but there's a lot of people that are. Mm-hmm. People that go and say, I can't lose any weight at 1,200 calories is a very common thing that you hear.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do fully know and are just lying to themselves. That does happen.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's just a lack of understanding and knowledge, where they just don't actually know how to track properly or what calories correlate to in different foods. Even going so far as, like, one time I had a client where I wrote them out a simple meal plan just to start with, just to see how they reacted with it. And when it said 50 grams of carbs from rice, they thought that just meant like 50 grams of rice. They thought 1 gram of carbs equals 1 gram of that food that has carbs.
Oh, interesting.
So just little things
so
like that.
So like 1 gram of carb was 1 gram of rice?
Yeah.
Is that what you, okay.
That's they didn't know anything at all. And so we had to go over how all of these things are actually calculated, because for their whole life of trying to figure it out, they were doing it backwards.
Interesting.
So when they told me, yeah, I know how to track, I've done it before, it just doesn't work out, I was like, okay, cool, this is what we're going to start with. Mm-hmm. And then you come to find out that they didn't actually know what tracking was or what correlated to what. So there's so many little things that people can just genuinely not understand, because either they were taught wrong or they tried to teach themselves and learned it wrong.
Right.
That caused them to just not know what they're actually eating.
Right.
So I think that's a really big one. And then
misinformation.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. I think also being like I think it's to compliment what you said, but also like to pick and choose where they think they're being honest with themselves. So like you said, somebody's saying like they're eating 1,200 calories and they're not losing weight. But then you start talking to them. So you start asking more questions. And they're not putting into consideration, oh, I started drinking alcohol at lunchtime where I used to go for a walk. Or like in the summer,
I started
it's a summer
cooking in extra oil.
Yeah.
Because I don't eat the oil, it stays in the pan.
Right.
It goes into the food too.
Yeah. And I think it's one of those things that like, I really believe the more honest, because like those things end up being a reflection of you. So I think like the more honest you are with your choices, the easier it is to get results, because it's the more things you can change and like understand and manipulate.
Yeah.
And I think, I guess I kind of forget sometimes how misinformed people are on totally. Like what carbs are, what like even what fats are, like those kind of things. And I think sometimes now, I love that we have the ability to have such good information available, but then with that comes either too much information or misinformation.
Oh yeah.
And I think sometimes people overcomplicate nutrition as opposed to just trying. Like, I think a lot of the time, especially now, it's like, I mean, I've also been in this a while, that you start to see like different phases of things, like of where eggs were so bad for you. You shouldn't have eggs. Eggs are terrible. And then now it's like, why aren't you eating eggs? Like, and I think people have to understand that like, yeah, things change, but also science changes and things evolve and things like, but the best way for you to know is for you to try. Like, have you tried a diet plan or a nutrition plan? Have you tried like cutting out pop? Have you tried these things, or you just like keep searching?
Did you try them for more than a few days?
Yeah, exactly. Did you try it and then realized it was hard and then stopped and then said you couldn't lose weight? Like, those are definitely different things too, of where I think when you're looking at all these different things, I think that's why If It Fits Your Macros became so popular in the first place, was because people misunderstood it for being like, I could eat donuts and lose weight. And because people want that. They want they want that one answer. They want like the holy grail of
the magic pill.
Yeah, of this nutrition plan. And I think the best way to know is to try. So if you are getting like you or whoever, for example, to make them a nutrition plan, and they actually start following it, I really think that's a good way for people to start. I really believe like getting, now especially, just buy a nutrition plan from somebody.
Yeah.
Just because then even if it's not the plan you can sustain forever, at least it gives you information.
Yeah.
At least it gives you understanding. So if you're like a really well balanced meal plan for people, and they start understanding, then they start like being like, oh, this is what like 4 ounces of chicken looks like. I thought it was way more. Like there's different things of where it's like making you more aware, but you have to actually be like willing to absorb the information and believe that it works, and not already being like planning on when my next like meal I want is.
Yeah.
You know, like I think a lot of the time sometimes people maybe try to convince themselves a little bit too much of that they're following it perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're not following it perfectly, that's okay, but acknowledge that you're not, because then it's easier to make changes because you're being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
The more honest you are about your training and your nutrition, the easier it is to make those changes, because eventually you're believing the lie that you're telling yourself. And the problem, if you're paying for a coach, they know. A coach knows when you're following a plan or not.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I've been doing this a long time. And I'm like, and you're telling me you're following this perfectly, to a T, perfectly. Like I said, if you're not, that's okay. Just tell me you're not. Because then it's easier for me to do my job, because my job is to help you. I want to help you more than you probably know. But you lying to me doesn't affect my body shape.
Yeah.
Right? So
And there doesn't need to be any guilt about saying, hey, I fucked up this week. Right?
Right.
It's not an emotional thing. It's just another piece of data.
yeah, I expect you to fuck up once in a while. And if you acknowledge it, that's great. That's awesome. You're human. I'm human. Like, we fuck up all the time. Like, you know, that's human nature is to error, but I think it's important to acknowledge that. And if it's a consistent error and you keep it like, and you're telling me about it, well, where can we fix it? Okay, you like are perfect all day and then you just go ham at nighttime. And you do that all the time. Okay, well, something needs to change. And that's okay. Like, I'm cool with problem solving, but if I don't know there's a problem to solve, how am I supposed to solve
it?
Yeah.
I've had that with a lot of clients in the past, where they just don't voice the problems, and then they leave because it didn't work. And then you find out later, either through them coming back,
Yeah.
because they just don't know where else to go because nothing else is working, so they're just starting at the top of the list again.
Yeah.
Or through somebody else telling you that they told them this, that are just like, yeah, I wasn't actually following it, or I fucked this up and I just didn't say it because I didn't think it mattered, or I was too embarrassed.
Yeah, or like a lot of the time I hear is I didn't want to disappoint you. And I'm like, the part that
I'm more disappointed now.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, the part that I'm disappointed is that you just like left. Like you didn't like, again, I understand like trying new things. I understand like whatever people need to do, what they have to do, because people change all the time. I get it. But if it's a thing that you discussed, like if you just discussed it to me, I don't, like I said, know there's a problem until you tell me. I will help you solve that problem. Like,
Absolutely.
I love helping people. It's the same with like, I understand I have a business to run, but it's like money sometimes for people. I don't know, is the problem really a money problem, or is the problem of like your boyfriend's leaving you now, your money changes, like, but you want to stay. Like, these are conversations that I've had multiple thousands of times with people, and they always feel better after communicating it as opposed to just like ghosting and leaving.
Yeah.
And then they'll come back and be like, apologetic for it. I'm like, I just wasn't right for you at that time. And that's okay. You had to go do what you had to do. Maybe we'll have a better relationship because you left and came back.
Yeah.
But I think like, that got a little ranty, but I think back to the nutrition side, I think it's very like, I think it's good to have those conversations because like you seem you are very similar to me where you're like you're good at problem solving and you're good at having open discussions with people, but they have to just be like willing to let that like that mask off a little bit in order to be
willing to actually participate in the discussion.
I don't believe you eat chicken and rice every day, and that's okay, but just tell me that, and then we can change something. Like I don't believe you because like I've done it and I lost like 10 pounds in a week. If you're doing like this and you haven't lost 10 pounds in a week, like are you really doing it? Like it's just one of those things that I think people get so afraid of, like that being honest because they think you're gonna like be let down by them. Yeah. And I never feel like that when people are honest with me.
Valid. I have a meal planning question for you.
Ooh.
How do you write them when you're making meal plans for people? What does that look like?
It depends on the person. So like I get them to do like a 2-day food log for me. They'll text me their weight, what their workout schedule looks like, what they do for workout. So I get as much information as I can from them. And then I always do I start with like a higher carb, 1 gram of body weight per pound of, oh my God, now I'm frank. 1 gram per pound of body weight. Jesus Christ.
The normal protein
as I had a stroke, and then moderate fat. So it's very it's around like the kind of same idea. Like if it's 200 grams of carbs, 140 grams of protein, 40 grams of fat. So it's about like that. I usually start with around that area. And then if it's a calorie intake, for a woman, it's about I would say I have that range from about I'm just doing on average.
Yeah.
Obviously there's all that information that I said I get first, but it's about that 18 to 24. It can range from that as far as the person, what they look like, how much muscle, blah, 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 age, that kind of shit. And then what they do is they'll do their check-ins with me, and then we have to see if we just have to decrease anything. So if someone's trying it and their goal is to lose weight, I have them at 2,300 and they haven't lost a pound in a week. The first week, I believe you should lose at least 2 pounds. Okay, it hasn't happened. I'll drop it and then they'll be like, okay, I'm good at this amount. Then we'll maintain that for a bit. And if they haven't lost a pound again, we'll drop it. So we just kind of manipulate it as they keep going based on what their goals are. So if it's someone that wants to gain weight, obviously that looks different. And then it's based off of when they find that amount that they can sustain, then I just get them to keep that meal plan until they want changes. So I would say every nutrition plan that I make, that's just a basic level of
Do you give them examples or specific foods for each meal?
Yeah. So my template is my Excel template. It has, I have the 2 options of where if somebody wants to eat the same thing every day or the same calorie intake like you said you do every day, I have that. And then I have another one if people want higher carb days, lower carb days. So based on that too. I like that for people that have desk jobs. I've noticed I like that because on the days they don't work out, they just don't do. I'll get them to force or get them to try getting some walking in, but they're sitting at a desk longer. They're not going to the gym. So I usually put those days lower because your activity level's lower. But I have your calories at the top, your macro breakdown, and then everything is color coded.
Okay.
So it's color coded if you're oh, I don't want carbs, I don't want oatmeal. Carbs are blue. You go to your spreadsheet. Oh, I'll trade my oatmeal for bread. So it's just an easy swapping one. So everything is made out to be whatever you feel like is the easiest way for you to do it.
Okay.
So do it.
Yeah.
And I've had literally people be I want to track my fitness pal. Cool, party. You have the numbers all set up. There. You can swap it that way. Or I've had people that want literally color-coded shit. So they'll be oh, I don't want this blue. I'll swap it with this blue. So then it's on a sheet like that.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is too, like, because obviously I'm not going to have every single food under the sun in my food list, but at least it gives them an understanding of, they're like, oh, well, what's a fucking random thing? Papaya isn't on this food list, but I can go and like search up what the calorie intake of papaya is. Oh, I know I can have this amount because that's what would be equal on my sheet.
Yeah.
So it's kind of set up to be, I wanted it to be as simple as possible because I think that's what nutrition is.
Yeah.
I think it's as simple as you can make it. And then the longer you do it, the better understanding you have and the better changes you can make because you have a more knowledge under your belt.
Yeah.
And so I would say like my best feedback has been on my nutrition, how easy they are, which I think is great because like I don't want to overcomplicate this shit for you. Like, life is complicated. We don't need to make your like food situation as complicated, especially when you first start. If you're starting, if you overcomplicate shit, people get so like frazzled and want to quit that I'm like, it doesn't need to be as like, then it changes for people that I've had, like I've been doing the same girl's nutrition for like 10 years. Ooh. So then for hers, I know what her body responds best to. We make changes based off of that. Hers is like a 3-day carb split. So it's very different. But she's also been very honest with me for like the 10 years that we've been training. So I know where to change things. I know where to fix her numbers, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, but my base, like if I were just to go off of like a completely basic meal plan of what I have, it's carbs is highest, then protein, then fat. So, and very like similar, like you said, what kind of was thinking like everyone does, but kinda. And then like I said, if people have been training with me longer, then we can make changes to what they consistently do. Especially like I found there's natural things you kind of gravitate towards. Like before fasting became super popular, I was like doing that unintentionally just because like I train at nighttime, so I'd eat dinner after training, and then I wouldn't want to eat in the morning.
Right.
Just I wasn't hungry. So then, but I have coffee and stuff, and then I would end up usually now too. My meals are about this. I have my first meal at about that 9:30, 10 o'clock, so roughly around that area of my first meal.
Yeah.
Later, it became popular of like, oh, this is fasting, and I was like, not really. I'm just not hungry. But like, and
trendsetter over here.
Trendsetter over here. I'm not doing a goddamn cold plunge though. And
that's fair. That's fair.
And so, I think people also understand that like this whole nutrition thing, a lot of it is selling and a lot of it is marketing. And so I think people also understand like they're going to find like your biggest like insecurity of where you're most vulnerable and target that. So I've seen so many different like hypes and phases of this whole nutrition thing too. Like I remember I did like, because I've tried so many different diets, and I tried the like, I guess at the time it was just higher fat, no carbs. Later it became keto, but at the time it was just like, oh, just no carbs. And I was like, okay, no carbs. And then, became popular, the war on carbs, all that stuff.
Yeah. And
so I would kind of say I was doing all these different things before they became like really popular, just because we were like, when I started nutrition too, it wasn't like you couldn't just go to Instagram obviously and like type in someone to get a nutrition plan for you. And I think that high fat diet, I'm pretty sure I got that one from like my coach's coach, who was getting coached by Iris Kyle at the time. So like, what was she, fucking 10-time Miss Olympia or whatever? So you kind of just get like your meal plans like based on, and they were so fucking expensive. Like,
I believe it.
Oh my God, getting a meal plan from Iris Kyle, I remember, was like thousands of dollars. And so it was just like, I remember one time too, this other trainer, she was like, I don't remember where I found her, but she was $2,000 for a consultation. And I was
Jesus.
like, Am I leaving with a happy ending too? Because that's like, I fucking better be. But
We're going on a date while we do this content, right? Like something.
That's right. You're gonna ask me about my childhood, I hope. But yeah, it's like, I mean, now you can get, like, really, you get like $10 meal plans from places, or you can just even go on Google and it's free. So the part I don't like about that is that, like, I like being someone to be accountable to. I've always liked that. And I mean, we made lives off of it. So I don't think there's anything better than human connection and having those, like, conversations with. And I think that's the missing piece that people need, is that ability to be honest and have that open conversation, because you don't get that with Google.
Yeah.
Right? So you can Google a meal plan, that's fine. But you miss that, like, ability to have that, like, human interaction. So it's like talk to your coach about it, or talk to someone that's like, that you're getting a nutrition plan, because Google doesn't care. No. But so I think it's just one of those things that, like, I like the education side of it, because I feel like going back to your previous point, that's kind of what people are missing on it. Like, you know, if you could say to someone brand new, like, they're starting a meal plan, like, tomorrow, and they don't have any idea. They, like, drink pop, they drink, like, you know, alcohol. They don't have any idea of nutrition. What would you say are, like, the top 3 things they should do to get started?
It doesn't matter who I'm starting with. And I don't make them track specifically. It's just write down everything that you've consumed.
Yeah.
Drink and eat.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, even if you'd, like, take a couple fries from your kid after you go through a drive-thru and you didn't get anything, but you eat those, write it down. Every single thing that you put in yourself.
Yeah.
3 to 5 days, write all that down.
Yeah.
That's number 1 recommendation. A lot of people, even when they just do that and come back, they're like, we haven't even started yet. I lost 2 pounds.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
You just thought about it a little bit harder.
Yes. And you're like, oh shit. Like, and the oh shit thing is a real thing that I've had conversations with people about. They're like, I didn't know until I wrote it down. So, like, say, you know.
A lot of people are, it's like, I didn't realize that I was having, like, 400 extra calories just from putting sugar in my coffee.
Right. For sure.
Little things like that.
Yes.
So, like, awareness is always step 1. Step 2 is we actually figure out what you want from this nutrition journey. Mm-hmm. So whether that be you're trying to increase your performance, you're trying to feel better, lose weight, look better, it doesn't really matter. We just figure out what your actual goal is and what's driving it. So awareness, and then finding the actual path that we're going to follow. Then we go into suggestions on maybe try swapping this for that, cutting this out, taking that out. It'll vary a lot person to person. Because the way that I do my meal plans is very different than the way that you do your meal plans.
Tell me how you do yours.
So I'll do mine similar to yours for athletes, where it's like whole food based, and we're just trying to make them as tuned as possible. But for Gen Pop people, it's exclusively recipe based.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
So I have hundreds of recipes that range from...
Did you make them?
Half made, half stole from Instagram. You know,
you're like Martha Stewart. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, so we'll figure out their calories, their macros. They'll get that. So if there's days where they're not on the plan, they can just switch to that and keep progressing. But their plan, whether they want to meal prep for the whole day, 3 days, new food every single day and cook fresh, it's all recipes. And they can keep all of these at the end too. My goal with that type of nutrition coaching is for them to just learn how to do it and learn that it can be different.
Cool.
That you don't have to do the athlete style chicken, broccoli, rice, swap your chicken for steak, swap your broccoli for carrots, your rice for bread. Like, a lot of people, at least the ones that I've worked with and that have been in my life, don't like that.
Right.
They're like, it's bland, it's dumb, I don't like it.
Right.
I want I want it to feel like normal family dinner.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, here's a recipe that fits the exact calories and macros that you want. You go make that. And they're like, why is this a meal plan? Why is it working? It's like all we did was give you what you want to eat, and then I just did the hard stuff and fine-tuned the numbers in the background.
Cool. That's really interesting. I really like that.
It's a lot more time consuming.
I fucking bet it is. Yeah. I bet it is.
It works. I find that it works really well for everybody that's family oriented.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to just have their own side thing.
Right.
Because even though, like, you can integrate that perfectly into your family.
Sure.
I will even be like, all right, you've got like 4 people, double this recipe, pull half out, separate it into 4. Those are your meals for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
Eat dinner this day, and like everything, it's all written out so that
Cool.
even though it just looks like your normal diet,
Yeah.
it's still pushing you towards what you want to get to.
Cool. That's a really interesting approach. I really like that. I think it's very like, it's cool that it's so different. Yeah. Like, I mean, like I said, compared to what like I planned, because in my head, I'm like, oh, you have this, like, these would be your meals at dinner time, or these would be your foods at dinner time. I'm like, you figure out a recipe. And so yours is cool of where it's like, the recipe's there.
Yeah.
So, and I guess like for me, I'm not a good cook at all.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck a recipe, put mustard on it. Like literally that's just how I am. Yeah. Like I think I rotate through the 4 different sauces in my life and that's it. And so I think it's like, so when somebody has told me like what my recipes are, I literally don't have any. Yeah. Like I fucking like pour ground beef into like kale mixed into like, and yams, and I put mustard on it. Like that's just, you know what I mean?
So like I do that stuff for myself now just because it's easier to keep the numbers hyper specific for what I need them to be. Yeah. But when I'm bulking, I switch right back over.
Cool. So the recipe thing. Interesting. What's your favorite recipe you have?
The stuff.
It's so interesting because I haven't made not one recipe from Google, Instagram, nothing. Even when someone's like,
yeah, you know all those recipes that people save and never use? I actually use those.
You actually use those, eh? Wow, how fascinating.
I will, and for all the recipes that I have outside of the ones that I've made for people with different diets, like vegan, or they have like a lot of allergies. Yeah. I won't try those because that just doesn't fit with what I eat. Yeah. But for all the other ones, I try them and then I tweak them. I make them taste better, in my opinion, and then I stick them in the program and
wild. Give them out to people. You do the Instagram recipes. That's fascinating. Yeah. I have not done one. Not like one of those, like, you know, where like the fucking bowls in your mason jar and like any of that shit that's like layered and all pretty. No.
Yeah, I don't make it pretty.
No, I've just never done one before.
If it tastes good, it's good enough.
I mean, I guess I made, back when I used to bodybuild, I used to make protein pancakes.
I still do protein pancakes.
Protein pancakes are good. It's a good classic.
They're good.
It's a good classic.
It's not, it's like, it tastes just sweet enough that it can be a treat.
Yeah.
But it still fits the macros.
Yeah. It's just crazy. That's cool. Yeah. I like that. I've just never done that.
When I started doing this, I had a fucking vendetta against macro coaches. Right. The people that would charge like $200 to $400 to just give you 4 numbers, calories, proteins, fats, and carbs. And that's it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that.
Where they would just text you the numbers and that's all?
Yeah. Like, that's fucking bullshit. Like, what the fuck is this quality?
Yes.
And I was like, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to give you literally everything you could ever possibly need. Yeah. So that in theory, like, you could do this for like 3 months and leave. Like,
do you have a recipe book?
I have. There's a website called Evolution Nutrition. Okay. And I build everything out in there. Okay. So it's not a recipe book, but it has my database in it.
Interesting. How much is that?
So how much it should be is probably like $80 to $100 a month. Sure. But I pay for the one that only lets you have like 1 or 2 clients. Okay. And then I don't add clients to it. I just make a whole bunch of drafts. and I download those drafts. And
I
then
like
I email
it.
it to them.
Yeah.
So it costs me like $20-$30 at most a month.
Perfect. Yeah. That's how it's work fucking smarter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little harder too, but work smarter.
Yeah.
I'm a cheap motherfucker, so I respect that. I think I just liked you more after that.
Well, when you have like 12 different subscriptions that you need for work, you're like, I'm going to cut
Sure.
costs somewhere.
You gotta cut costs somewhere. That's fucking like, I used to have 3-ply toilet paper. Now you fuckers get 1. Costs gotta cut if we're getting a belt squat at some point.
I've never used a belt squat.
Fucking love it. I love it. I have a list of equipment I want to get, and it's on that one might be second on my list right now.
What's number 1?
It goes back and forth between the belt squat, but I do want us to have an adductor machine. Adductor machine.
Yeah.
My dream number 1 is my Elite FTS leg press. I have wanted this Elite FTS leg press for fucking years, and it is so goddamn expensive. And
Start a GoFundMe.
I need to start a GoFundMe because I don't think people understand how much I want this leg press. It's been on my phone, saved there for like, I swear to God, like 8 years. Like, it's been a long time, and I want this thing so goddamn bad. And I might crack here soon and buy us one.
Nice.
And so I'm just like, you know when like
Does it go
women
deeper
talk to
than
me
the
about
leg press we have now?
What's that?
Would it go deeper than the leg press we
Yeah,
have now?
and it goes single leg too.
Ooh,
It's so sexy,
okay.
and it's fucking big. She is beefy, and I just love everything about it, and I want it so goddamn bad. And like when women talk about having their like dream ring to get proposed to, I feel like that with this leg press. Like, it's probably around the same price range, to be completely honest with you.
That's fair.
So like, a ring isn't going to grow my legs. So but so that would be my number 1 as far as like actual like efficiency for I think the adductor machine would be really cool. The belt squat. I want a pendulum squat. One more new treadmill just for like that can hold like a little bit. What's the one that like you make the speed instead? So instead of like pressing in the speed, your body does it. That's
like
farther.
They're like the curved ones.
Yeah,
too, right?
That's a little farther down the list because I walk outside selfishly. But I really love this leg press. And then Cam wants us to get a reverse hyper. I think Cam can suck it because I think I don't really want a reverse hyper.
That's fair. They are like top tier.
Yeah.
Build the hamstring, glutes, low back for people that have fucked up backs.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I've used it once or twice in Ohio. But and I want a single leg hamstring machine. So it's like you stand up and then you do single leg hamstring curls.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm abnormally bad at it.
You can't just use one leg on a normal hamstring curl machine?
It's standing.
That's the same as laying down. I already have one of those.
Okay, I'm gonna start randomly laying down when I coach people and see if it's normal.
That's right over there. It's just this way.
Well, then you guys could use this glute hamstring raise, put a band around it, and make it a reverse hyper. It's the same thing. It's a ghetto version.
I'll drag it over to the fucking cable machine, and then we're talking.
Then we're talking. What would you think would be our like next piece that you would really like us to have?
I don't know, that's tough. Just because I've spent so long not using machines.
Sure.
That even just like the ones that we have has been plenty for me.
Right.
Right? Like my biggest thing is like free weights and cable machines.
Sure.
Yeah, that's already kind of checked off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So my Elite FTS leg press sounds
The
good
leg
to
press
you.
sounds pretty good. I really like pendulum squats.
Yeah.
But just because for someone who doesn't squat very often, I'm very good at squats.
Yeah, you are. I've noticed that. You can get fucking low. Like, If this
like
isn't
that
thing,
hypermobility.
if this thing doesn't work out for you, you should become a stripper.
You know how many times I've been told that? Where they're like, you should
more
make
than
an OnlyFans, Jared. Like, it would work. You want to be rich real fast?
What would be your angle for OnlyFans?
I don't know. But it could easily just be like...
It could be
half
like...
fitness stuff, half stripper OnlyFans stuff. Like...
You know what could be your OnlyFans angle?
Thirst traps.
Is people sending you shit and you pick it off the ground with your ass cheeks because you can squat so low. So people send you like a little like fucking toy soldier or something like that.
Oh,
you
man.
pick it up with your ass cheeks.
We'll brainstorm that a little more. That's...
I gotta fucking afford this leg press, man. Do it for the gym. You could get like at least $10.99 a month, I think.
That's fine.
But yeah, the pendulum squat is good. I think you would like the belt squat because it just gives you like...
Yeah.
It gives you a little bit of a break from like... Well...
Like, I program them for people all the time. I've just never actually had one in person.
It's fun as like a... I like it. I do like it as a secondary exercise too. Like it gives you that like break off of like a bar or something to just kind of like...
Yeah.
Burn out your legs. So I do like it for that reason. I also like having to teach people how to squat on it. But it's a good like burnout thing. I do it on the cables. Like I use that like strap or whatever and then go to the bottom. And then do the elevated. Those are fun as like a... I mean, obviously the weight doesn't go super heavy there, but it's a good like burnout. So if your legs are already kind of pre-fatigued and then you go, fucking love it. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
All right, so that wasn't nutrition related at all.
Subscribe to Jared's OnlyFans and we'll see you next time.
Any other nutrition questions?
I don't... What's your top dessert?
Top dessert? Man, I'm a big Blizzard guy. Even though I'm lactose intolerant.
Just because you like dairy for someone that's lactose. What would you get in your Blizzard?
If it's like... If they don't have anything fancy and new, I usually just go with either Score or Mint Oreo.
Classics.
Yeah.
Back in my younger kid days, because I don't like ice cream now. I don't like sour cream, yogurt, ice cream, anything in that like...
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I love waffle cones.
Like just the cone?
Just
so
the cone.
good.
So good. I went through a phase where all I ate was waffle cones.
Just
for fucking everything.
I can see it.
So good. So good. The Score with the double cookie dough used to be my thing. Oh, so good.
Where do you get that?
Dairy Queen.
That's just a thing?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I would get Score with double cookie dough was my favorite.
Huh.
Yeah.
I've
never tried that.
No, I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, it's fucking good.
Okay.
It is good. Or if you get like, also Score. I like cookie dough. Score with cookie dough and cheesecake bites. That's a good combination. Yeah.
That's fair.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mind blowing you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite is a warm chocolate chip cookie. That's my favorite dessert.
Valid.
Yeah.
Valid.
Next.
I hate baking though.
Pardon?
I hate baking.
Oh yeah, I don't want to bake them. I want somebody else to do it for me.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's better.
But a warm chocolate chip cookie. I don't like those pretentious cookies, the ones that are like so fucking large that they have like everything stuffed into them where they're like, oh, this one has like, it's a regular chocolate chip cookie, but it's got like a pack of bacon in it and it's got a Reese's cup and it's got an Oreo cookie.
No,
I'm like,
normal cookies.
I'm like, chill the fuck out. Like just normal cookies are good for me.
Cookies.
Second would be carrot cake. I love a good carrot cake.
What about you take like a hot crumble apple pie?
Oh, nice.
Ice cream?
No ice cream.
Ice cream.
Just no
Vanilla
ice cream.
bean.
Vanilla
Ice
bean.
cream.
And then you're like in the down with some lactate pills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crumble it on top your lactate pills. I do like apple pie. I like warm apple pie. I also like any apple fritters. I fucking love apple
too,
fritters. Yeah. Love a good apple fritter.
You know, I've never been able to get into Nanaimo bars.
No?
And people hate me for that.
Nanaimo bars are pretty good.
I've gotten better, but coconut flavor's just never been my thing.
Oh, I do like coconut. Like a Bounty bar, you don't like that? No, interesting. Coconut's not for you.
No.
What about like a pina colada?
It's small doses.
Yeah.
Like once every now and then, right? But like,
I think it's because it kind of makes you feel a little bit sick after. I don't know if it's because they try to make the coconut extra sweet, that it's like maybe that's where like the Nanaimo bar.
yeah, I don't know. I just don't like them.
Just don't like them.
I also hate pickles.
I hate pickles so much. I fucking hate them. I went this like, so I went to this sandwich shop, and I can't understand an accent to save my goddamn life. So if you talk slightly differently than me, I'm not trying to be rude. I just have no fucking idea. And so this person in an Australian accent, and I'm getting a sandwich, and I do my order, and she's like, says something to me, and I'm like, pardon? She says something to me, I said, pardon? 3 times. And I'm like, that's too many. Like, so I still don't know what she said. And I was like, whatever you think. I get my sandwich, and it has fucking sprouts and pickles in it. And I was like,
You got
oh,
betrayed.
she asked if I wanted the fixins, which was sprouts and
Yeah.
pickles. And I was like, God damn it.
You played yourself.
I played myself. Yeah, that was like, shit, I hate pickles. But I like fake dill pickle. I like those like dill pickle chips.
Nope.
I like those.
I also hate dill.
Oh, okay. So even like on salmon, don't like dill?
Don't like dill as a flavor. And then from the pickles, it's the vinegar flavor.
Yeah, I don't like that too. I don't like pickles whatsoever. That does ruin a sandwich or a burger for me.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I pass those off. Do you like jalapenos?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, pickles no bueno. What's another like food you really dislike that would shock people? Or that's popular maybe?
That's really just the big one.
Yeah.
I'm not too picky. Like, I'm not big on mushrooms and olives, but that's
yeah.
not really uncommon.
Yeah. I'm not huge on them either. Like, if they're not on my nachos for olives, I won't be mad. You know?
Yeah.
And,
Ginger.
oh, you don't like ginger?
No.
Like ginger ale?
Ginger ale is fine because
Yeah.
there's just so much sugar in that.
Yeah.
But like ginger flavored things or
Oh.
a heavy ginger flavor.
Yeah.
You know, like ginger beef.
Yeah. Okay, I don't like that either. No,
Yes.
I agree with that.
I thought I was getting like an apple drink of sorts one time. But the font color for the word ginger under it was yellow. So I couldn't see that, and I sipped it, and that was...
It's not.
I made the most heinous face.
It's like, what is... Yeah, especially
Yeah.
when you're not ready for that. You're thinking just apple
And then
flavor.
I'm like, here, try this. And they're like, it tastes like ginger. And I'm like,
that's
"Motherfuckers,
what it is.
you
That's
got me.
exactly... That was expired
I
apple.
thought this was apple juice.
That's a big mind fuck.
Yeah.
I don't like... Okay, I told you about my creamy things that I don't like sour cream, yogurt,
Do you like pudding?
cottage cheese. I do like pudding.
I can't do pudding
I
anymore.
like pudding. And I don't do it anymore either. I used to love it.
I used to love it until like 12, and then I opened one, and I didn't know that pudding could go bad. But it's
Oh,
awful.
that's gross.
I can't, someone hands me a pudding cup, it's like, I'm not going to even open that, because
Isn't
what
it-
if it's bad?
What if it's bad? And it could be.
You don't know.
I also don't like... Well, we talked about the pickles. I don't like pickles. I also really don't like soup.
Just in general?
In general, I don't like soup at all. And people think it's so weird. I don't like
Do you
soup.
also like, if we go like chili, stew, gumbo, like the thicker
Chili's
soups?
okay. Chili's okay. But I think it's just because I like beef.
That's fair.
So I like beef and salsa, which is essentially just like
Chili with
chili.
no beans.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I don't need a whole pot of that.
That's
But
fair.
yeah, no soup. The only one that I think is doable is from Kelly O'Brien's. They have that bacon potato soup, and it's
Haven't
fucking
tried it.
delicious. It's so delicious, but it wouldn't be my top choice to go to because pachos and chicken lips,
That's fair.
right? So it's like one of those
Overshadows
things.
it.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, if I'm gonna pick my meal, I'm not gonna go with the soup.
I'm not getting a soup cheat meal.
Yeah, if I ever, if you see me eating soup, call 911 because I'm dying. Like, that's how much I dislike soup. And even if I'm
Okay.
sick, I'd rather not eat than eat soup. I could have strep throat and be like, no.
Jeez. All right.
Yeah, that's how strongly I feel about it. I also don't like a lot of sauces. I don't like gravy. I don't like hollandaise sauce. I don't like Caesar dressing.
This is why you don't make recipes.
Yeah, yeah.
Your palate's plain as fuck.
It's so plain. It's so fucking lame. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't understand why you would have Caesar dressing when you could just put mustard on it. Like, It's very
That's a
strange.
take.
It's so strange. And that's why even going like, I do like balsamic dressing, or balsamic glaze. Those are my favorite flavors, but I don't like a lot of dressing on stuff. So if we go to like, I always get the dressing on the side just because.
Yeah.
And I most of the time don't like salad dressing. Like, yeah.
Creamy ones, I'm fine with. Vinaigrettes, too much vinegar.
Too much vinegar.
Too much vinegar.
Oh, then you would hate. Every single day I drink apple cider vinegar. You would hate that.
Yeah, I would hate that.
I fucking love
I
apple
don't even
cider
like the
vinegar.
smell of it.
Either does Graham. Now I don't know where to put it because like at home he's like, you can't keep this at home, and now you don't like, you can't keep it here. I have to keep it in my car. Like,
Yeah. Your car's just gonna smell.
my
like
car's
vinegar
gonna.
all the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna be drinking on the way home. People think I'm an alcoholic, like just out of the bottle.
That's funny.
Well, it's good stuff. What's your favorite fast food place? Not Pita Land.
Go-to is Wendy's.
Because Wendy's sandwiches are actually pretty good.
It's the Baconators.
It's the bacon.
Now I'm salty because I'm pretty sure they're getting smaller, and more expensive.
Yeah, that's with chocolate bars too, though. Like chocolate bars look smaller to me.
Oh yeah,
right.
Shrinkflation bullshit.
Shrinkflation's a real thing.
In the bulking phase, when I started coaching, I was delivery driving at Domino's, and then after that stopped, I just switched the pizzas for Baconators.
Nice, yeah.
And there was a point where like once a week, maybe twice a week, I would, in between coaching classes, I would go to Wendy's and eat 2 of them and then come back.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, there's going to be 4 hours straight where I don't get to eat.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking fill up now because dinner's not until midnight.
Yeah, so I just got to get in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's basically
So that's the go-to.
Baconators.
I don't really do fast food very often these days, especially in the middle of comp season.
Yeah. I don't do fast food either. Like, I just...
But also Dairy Queen flamethrowers started to really grow on me.
I love Dairy Queen chicken strips.
They are good.
The batter, whatever the fuck, is really good.
It is good. Yeah.
The A&W also breakfast sandwiches are good.
I've never had a breakfast from A&W.
No, it's good. I only had my first one like 4 years ago before we were going on a hike somewhere.
Yeah.
And one of my friends was like, just try one. It's really good. Their bacon, it's like a bacon egg McMuffin kind of thing. And fun fact, I used to work at A&W, and I never ate from there when I worked there. They'd be like, what's good on the menu? I was like, the diet root beer. But that's when I used to train people.
The water.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, great water. But that diet A&W root beer, I still stand by that. I will put a goddamn stamp on that shit.
Yeah.
They're coming out with diet root beer sundae flavor, or like a float. Like
a vanilla root beer?
Yeah. Remember? You remember vanilla Coke?
They still make vanilla Coke.
But diet vanilla Coke is only in like certain gas stations. Like you can't buy diet vanilla.
I was never into vanilla Coke.
Oh no?
Like I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
But also like just having vanilla as the accent flavor wasn't really my thing. Like I will admit that I use International Delight coffee creamer just because it tastes so good.
How basic bitch of you.
Know,
wow.
Right?
What flavor do you like? Pumpkin pie? To be extra basic?
Gross.
No.
I don't like pumpkin spice drinks. Pumpkin pie, great. Pumpkin flavored drinks.
I 1000% agree with you. I don't get the hype at Starbucks.
Like I've tried one.
Yeah, me too.
I've tried one, and then I've also tried adding like extra espresso and stuff to it to just like change the flavor. Maybe it's just too strong. No, it's just
fucking
bad.
me too.
It's bad.
It's so overrated, and it's not good.
No, it's not good.
And I like pumpkin pie too, just like the next guy. Pumpkin is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've tried multiple times too. I've tried making different things, and I don't get the hype. I don't get it.
But the go-to coffee flavor is usually just hazelnut.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's normal.
This is the first time I've had a French vanilla one in like 6 years.
Oh, damn.
It's still like, I don't know. Vanilla just doesn't feel like a bonus flavor. It's like that's the standard flavor.
Right.
I know that
you don't feel like you're getting
it's like a luxury flavor to a degree, but it's like
you don't feel special with your vanilla.
Yeah, no. Did you try Pepsi Peach? It was here for a very, very short
I did
amount
not
of time.
try Pepsi Peach.
Dude, I want that to come back so bad.
Oh, wow, that would be good. I like the Pepsi Cherry.
Cherry's okay. Cherry's not my go-to.
But Pepsi Peach?
Pepsi Peach and Pepsi Lime was also going away at the end of the summer.
Oh. Damn,
I cry about it.
I love a good lime.
So good.
Yeah. How sad. Sponsor us with Diet Pepsi Peach.
Pepsi also did a Pepsi cream soda.
Which is ridiculous. It's so good.
So good. It's gone now as well,
There's
but it's so good.
Or there was a Diet Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream. That one's really good.
I didn't even know.
From
about that
America.
one. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
They get all the good
And then
flavors.
there's like this random gas. Oh, the Petrocan in Falkland
Okay.
has it there. So if you go through Falkland, fucking stop there, and you can stock up on some really wild diet beverages.
I will.
Yeah. It's so random and it's so good. And they have like I don't like grapefruit. But if people are into grapefruit, they have a Diet 7-Up grapefruit.
I have a case of those under my desk right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, no
I love
shit.
it. It's so good.
I don't like grapefruit.
I like grapefruit. I don't know. The tart sourness of it, I don't know. I just find it works.
It's for you.
It's also, most of my dinners are like a heavy savory flavor. So just having that to drink just kind of fixes it.
Do you love having something like sweet after dinner then?
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. Like right now, mid-cut, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I would love to have a dessert, but there's no food until breakfast the next day.
Right, yeah. Like I'm just going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when I'm bulking and dinners are big, not a fucking chance.
No.
There's
too full.
Just too full. I don't want anything.
That makes sense. I always crave something sweet after dinner too. So I don't like cold beverages. So like I don't like iced coffees. I don't like ice. And so I always have something like warm after dinner. So I'll make like a warm like either like a London Fog or like a tea or something. But I'll make like a birthday cake protein shake to put in it. So it's like a birthday. So it's like sweet, but and I also really love the process of eating. So a nice like warm drink takes me a long time to have. So it's like the birthday. I use the birthday cake like Isoflex one. I make my like protein drink with like my milk or whatever. Make my tea of whatever flavor it is, and then I'll combine it with the protein shake.
Interesting.
Yeah, that fucking works. Mind fucks me. I like being mind fucked.
Clip that. I was doing protein brownies for a while. Just microwave ones, right?
Like you buy protein brownies?
No, like you make them.
Oh, you make them, right. You're a recipe guy.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, who makes that?
I do, because it's cheaper.
Yeah, for sure. Like, there's like a protein bar is now like $4 a protein.
Oh, yeah.
There's Quest bars at like for $6 at the gas station one time. Jesus. One Quest bar, $6.
Yeah, I buy, recently I bought the Costco brand version of a Quest bar.
Yeah, the Kirkland ones.
They're
Those are
pretty
great.
good, honestly.
I like them. They're fine. Yeah.
Brownie and cookie dough flavor.
Yeah.
Like, top tier, good choices.
They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, and they're way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
So good.
Sometimes Amazon has like random sales of like Quest like protein bars and stuff. That's when I usually stock up. Or they'll do like the clearance of the oh yeah ones, and then you can get like cheaper ones on that. But you make your protein.
I make them, and I scarred myself. I don't know what I did, because I just made it the same as I always do, but it just turned into watery, mushy, scrambled eggs looking like...
Ew,
it
gross.
Was awful. And the more I microwaved it, you'd think it would get drier. It just got wetter. The bowl just started filling up with more liquid, and I'm just like,
where's the liquid coming
from?
Gross.
So I'm not going to eat one of those again for another like half a year.
Yeah, that's scarred for a bit for sure.
So we're going protein pancakes instead.
Hell yeah. Pancakes over waffles? Waffles over pancakes.
If I'm out, waffles over pancakes.
Yeah.
But I can't be like, you wouldn't catch me dead trying to clean a waffle iron. So I will not make them. I'll take the waffle batter and make a pancake.
Right.
Like it's
the cleaning up process for it.
Yeah, I hate it.
I like waffles over pancakes too. And
you can make pancakes way faster.
Way faster.
You get 2 frying pans, one tiny one and one big one.
Yeah.
Tiny one makes the right shape.
Yeah.
Cook one side, flip it into the big one, start the next one.
Hell yeah.
And it just becomes a line.
And then it's just done. That's
so much faster.
So much faster. I'm about like, I want this now when I decide I want it now. So it's like, fucking go.
And I may make a lot of recipes for things, but everything that I do in life is about efficiency.
Yeah,
How
of course.
fast can I get these tasks done so that I have more time later?
Exactly, yeah. That's why I like cooking my chicken when I'm eating already. Like,
yeah.
Because the food is ready for later.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to worry about it. Nice. Good one today.
I love the little end side rants that always happen. Not even on topic.
Let us know what you want our next one to be.
Just not OnlyFans.
Subscribe to Jared's OnlyFans and send him your object you would like him to pick up with his ass cheeks.
We'll just make a GoFundMe and I forget what those. Never mind. I forgot the website's called.
A GoFundMe and
There's
like another. Or is it
a
off of the
website.
OnlyFans?
It's like
thing? Porn?
think like OnlyFans, but it's just for like normal
Patreon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the one.
Nice. I
There
got
we
you.
go, fucking
It's like, are we on the OnlyFans thing? I'm like, you porn.
OnlyFans,
Pornhub.
but wholesome, I think.
Yeah, Patreon is that. It's like more.
It's probably what OnlyFans was supposed to be.
I think so too. And then people are like, yeah, no, because you
Like,
know
we
what?
got videos, porn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it always just starts. It starts wholesome.
Yeah.
Until you show your first nipple. Cut.